Hey, this is Warren Redlick in Bangkok. I just wanted to talk about the constitutional crisis that appears to be happening in the United States right now. There's a post from Vance talking about a judge's order directing Trump and DOGE to stop what they're doing, basically, relating to Treasury payments. And I think we're going to see a series of lawsuits where Democrat attorneys general, it's attorneys general, by the way, not attorney generals, and that's just educated people trying to create language to make you feel like you're left out. So the attorneys general are going to bring up a number of lawsuits to try to stop anything that Trump does, and there will be other lawsuits to try to stop what Trump and DOGE and the Trump administration do. The constitutional crisis is this. If the executive branch is operating within the executive branch, and all of a sudden the judicial branch comes in and says, hey, you're not doing this right, and they start intervening, and what you get is you get a temporary restraining order. This is what happened. A New York City federal court, not a DC federal court. For some reason, a New York City federal court issues a temporary restraining order. No notice. They didn't tell the president, they didn't tell the executive branch, hey, we're suing you. They didn't provide them any documents. They didn't give them a chance to appear. Issued a temporary restraining order saying you can't do anything for a week. You have to stop what you're doing for a week, then come in for a hearing, and now you have an unknown length of time until the judge is going to make a decision after the hearing. The problem with this is if Trump and DOGE and the executive branch decides, well, we have to stop what we're doing every time we get a temporary restraining order from an activist, Democrat-appointed judge on a lawsuit brought by the Democrats or by the union or by the unions or by the deep state, then nothing will get done. The minute they agree to obey one of these orders, there already are a bunch of these cases, but there will be hundreds of these cases. And they will try to stop DOGE and the executive branch from fixing everything that's wrong in Washington, D.C., from stopping the grift, from stopping the stealing, from stopping the corruption, from stopping the fraud and abuse. This is what they're doing. And I think what Trump is going to do, and Vance signaled this, is they're just going to say, no, we're not letting you intervene in the executive branch. The executive branch does what it wants within the executive branch. When we're doing something outside the executive branch, then the judicial branch has a role, but not inside the executive branch. And especially when you have nonsense orders like the Secretary of the Treasury can't look at the data in the Treasury Department. It's absolutely absurd. So I think the right thing for Trump to do and for the Trump team to do, and Vance has basically said it is, go fuck yourself, we're going to do what we want. We're going to run this and we're going to fix the problems. And history is going to look back on you, Judge. History is going to look back on you, State Attorneys Generals. History is going to look back on you, Elizabeth Warren, Adam Schiff, members of Congress. It's going to look back on you and say, you're the ones who tried to keep the grift going. You are the ones who tried to protect the corruption, fraud, and abuse. And Trump and Elon and the DOGE team are the ones who are trying to save America from the collapse that's coming if we don't address runaway spending and runaway debt. This is necessary. We need this in order to save America from the collapse that is coming. And credit to Trump. I was not a fan of Trump in his first term. I'm a fan of him in his second term. I'm obviously a fan of Elon. I think what the team is doing is great. This is necessary, and this is the kind of thing that will take America forward. But we're at this critical juncture where if Trump were to if he were to order the executive branch to stop doing anything to get a TRO on, then nothing would ever get done. They would just keep suing and keep getting temporary restraining orders and preliminary injunctions for 4 years. And you can't wait for the judge rules against you on the preliminary injunction, and then you file an appeal, and the appeal takes a few weeks or a month, and then maybe the appeals court screws you, and you have to wait till you get to the Supreme Court. You got 4 years. And they will take away as much time as they can because they want to protect the corruption, fraud, and abuse. They won't talk about the corruption, fraud, and abuse. DOGE is being very open about, here's some stuff we found. We're finding all this stuff. We're finding gold. We're going to save hundreds of billions of dollars, maybe $1 trillion a year. They don't care. They don't care about your money. They don't care about my money. They care about their people stealing our money. And they want to stop Trump from protecting us. They want to stop Elon. They want to stop DOGE from fighting to protect us. And credit to Vance, credit to the Trump administration. I think they see this. I think they're doing the right thing. And credit to DOGE and Elon for working hard to fix America. Thanks, everybody.